Hulahan's, it's Monday. We're back
Oh,
in blue,
man, it is
and another
Monday
week is here.
already. Dude,
July,
July's
what?
almost
July.
toast, bro.
Whew.
July is almost toast. Probably because I went on a little vacation, right? So that burned up
Yeah.
a couple weeks. Sister's having her birthday coming up here on the 23rd. She celebrated for the entire month, of course. Why is that with the ladies, dude? Like my wife was a birthday week, then it's a birthday month. I get like a birthday hour,
5 minutes. All right, you're done.
right?
Let's go.
Yep. Here you go, Dad. We love you. Yay. What'd you make
All
for
right.
dinner?
Yeah.
What'd you
Did you
make
make
for
me
your
steak,
birthday
steak and
dinner?
clams? Let's go.
Yeah. Yep.
I love
So
it.
anyway, yeah, she's gonna have a potluck and some board games. So we'll go check that out. That'll be fun.
Sounds fun.
Um, yeah. So what do we got for, well, speaking of the 23rd, what else happens on the 23rd?
Yeah, a little Minatoya update. It is the next
Okay.
round of conversation and deliberation happening on
Hmm.
Wednesday. Now, the last
Yep.
time they got together, yeah, there was a bit of discussion around this. What they told everyone was they were meeting with their legal representatives. And then it
Right.
ended up being kind of a closed door meeting, and so people were kind of wondering about that. But that is what they said they were going to do. So it sounded like they did that, and they did it for the whole day. So I guess there was a lot to talk about. Now,
I
and they
thought
kicked,
Tamara said they already did that. I thought there was comments that, oh, you didn't think that we already vetted this whole thing before we stepped out here? Like we
yeah,
already did. And I'm like, interesting. Okay. But
yeah, it
hey,
sounded like
good,
there was some of
good. I'm
that, and
glad.
then there was probably more that came up in the process. I mean, legal
Hmm.
ramifications are a real deal, but anyway, so Wednesday is when they continue their discussions. If they can't reach a vote on Wednesday, which is, this whole bill 9 kind of rests on their shoulders, Maui County. They are the ones that either move forward with it or kill it with a vote. And so if the vote doesn't happen on Wednesday, then it happens on Thursday. So they could go 2 days,
So theoretically,
obviously.
we find out a decision though this week,
Th-
allegedly,
That's what it sounds like,
possibly,
unless something else comes
threateningly.
up.
Right. Well, I mean, originally these dates were June, right? Can we agree? And that's
Yeah,
when, okay, it happens on the west side, June, this date, and then it's supposed to happen January 2026 for Kihei.
yeah,
Um, Tell us a little bit more about how long Maui takes to do some stuff here,
yeah.
Danny.
Talking
Yeah.
about dates, Johnny, it's kind of an important thing to talk about. So here's the
Yeah, man.
headlines. Headlines
Yep.
in Maui, better late than never. So this Ohana Hope Village, pretty much everyone knows where this is if they've ever been to Maui. The main intersection in town in Maui with King's Cathedral, the big church on the corner. This is
All
across
the
the
flags.
with all the flags.
All
Yep.
the flags. That's
This
it.
is right across the street from that, which is land that they own, that they
Outright.
decided, yeah, they decided to lease out to this family life kind of organization to build some temporary housing after the fire. So these structures that
Mhm.
you see in the picture
They've been sitting there for 2 years.
are Hungarian. They were on the ground like 10 days after the fire.
I remember.
And now it's taken 2 years for them to actually get people moving in and living in them. Right now, there's about half of them being occupied, and they're all running. This is an interesting one. They're interested. They're on the
So the pink are the bathrooms. Because
yeah,
what I'm seeing is there's two structures, the continest, right? House on either side, connected by one of the pink bathrooms. Looks like we're going water catchment.
water catchment. We got 4 tanks that are filled every couple of days, 30,000
So
gallons.
so we didn't connect to county water.
Didn't connect to county
That
water, but
that
apparently
wasn't the
that's
holdup.
happening. That's happening
Okay.
at the end of July.
Hmm. All right. So 2 years to get water turned on with our county. Good to
Yeah, well,
know.
here's the reason why they said it's taken so long. This project is operating like a developer of a subdivision who must do
Hmm.
studies, seek permits, and put in new infrastructure.
So regulation from our local government.
So even in an emergency situation when things are on the ground and people can move in potentially within days, they kind of force them to spend 2 years on this project, which at the end of the day, Johnny, I mean, this is temporary housing that we've I mean, mostly privately funded, but they're also taking donations. So $20 million to put this
And it was supposed
together.
to be 14, dude. So you're
Yep.
you're 2 years in.
Wait. Yep.
Fire happened that long ago. People have been homeless since then, and then it still costs 6 million over budget. Man,
Land was free.
man. Well, it makes
And
sense now,
a
Danny.
hundred,
Why would it take?
120 people, and
Yeah.
120 people are actually housed by this project. So,
Well, it makes all the sense in the world now why it would take us 25 to 30 years to build all the houses that we need to on Maui, because that's how long our government makes us take to do it. And then it probably equals more cost, much like this does here.
I mean, it seems like a
Uh,
lot of good ideas or thoughtful things. I don't know if it's like, is it really effective? Is it really efficient? I guess you think about $20 million. Like, I mean, if we got long-term leases for a bunch of families, let's say $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year. I mean, that seems like it would go a lot further than a temporary housing unit that's not meant to be lived in for very long. But anyways, we got lots of
just
temporary housing now on Maui. We got temporary schools, temporary housing,
yeah,
that they've spent a lot of money on, and we'll
yeah.
see kind of where that goes. So I guess we kind of share this in a way of saying like, okay, even they vote on this thing, it's hard to say how long this would actually take, Johnny, to like implement their idea and change all the things that they want to change and potentially like,
My head's in a completely different location, man. It's like, how long is it going to take us to even start building the town of Lahaina, which should be
yeah.
our absolute focus? I mean, without an economy, it's great that we've got so many nonprofits and people that want to donate and help out in that way. But man, can we be self-sufficient? Can we be entrepreneurial? I mean, let's go, man. Hmm.
They don't seem
Well,
too concerned about the entrepreneurial making money. I did read the one final point on here that said there are no amendments being considered for the bill in Minatoya, no amendments, and any changes in tax revenue, they say, is going to lead to changes in tax rates for everyone else.
of course it
So
is. There it is. There it is. We
we
used
don't
to
know
pay
what that
some of the lowest
means. We don't
taxes
know
in
what
the
that
nation.
means. Yeah, so
Yeah,
okay,
man.
we got rid of all the vacation rentals and now our taxes are going to go up twofold, fivefold, tenfold. We don't know, but it's going to be enough to cover the millions and millions and millions of dollars from the vacation rentals. So
I'm
stay
here from the
tuned.
government and I'm here to help.
Stay tuned, my friends.
Uh, Danny, I wanted to talk real quick. It kind of came to me like we have some kind of interesting kind of, I don't know, traditions.
Mm,
I was like like you can't park in front of a local person's house. Like that is one of
true.
the biggest faux pas that you can possibly do. That's why if you go through like the neighborhoods when they were still there of Lahaina Luna, Wahikuli, I mean, literally people would put out red cones to denote like this is my parking spot, right? And the
Yeah,
reason for it is simple, right? I mean, we chop up these houses to make rentals, to make money, but also provide housing to local people, which then just kind of adds to more cars. And
yeah.
so that's why, that's a thing, man. And I've had to really, really search my soul just to like just chill out because it is silly. But I definitely have those feelings. And so I was kind of thinking of like just all the
Car's a
different
real
little
thing, right? I mean,
traditions, you
let's
know?
talk about just your household. So, I mean, it's you, your wife, it's your daughter, her boyfriend.
Yep.
Christian was there, so at that time,
Yep.
you guys had five cars
That's it, man.
from one house, basically, with the two-car garage and a driveway. So that
There it
spills
is.
out.
And then the house across the street from me is chopped up to where there's three families living there, right? Got mom, dad, son, son's girlfriend. Next door, you've got mom, her daughter, who's becoming a teenager. And then you've got a family with two boys that are now becoming teenagers. And that's just, it's just that. But it's funny because I know, like, I've come across like that. I've had people where they park like to go to the beach at Napili Bay.
Yeah.
And dude, I mean, that'll just set me off, right? I mean, come on, man. And then people try to argue with you that, well, I pay these federal taxes. And what's interesting, right, is like Hui is the most
Yeah.
beat up road in the world because like our county back then wasn't smart enough to say, hey, who's going to take care of this road? Because it's not a county road, it's not a state road. You guys, developer guys, you guys need to put in a plan there, but they didn't do that. So that's why it's the most beat up road there. Got
It
some
is the
funny
worst.
traditions there. I'm hearing a little bit of backlash. People can now go and surf at the harbor by going down Dickinson, parking across the street from what used to be the Baldwin House, right? But some tourists are curious and they're parking there too, and they're wanting to go check out the banyan tree. And right now, that's just a no-no in the culture. We tourists make easy targets, man. I mean, they have when I was a jerk in my past. Um, but it is kind of like you can't blame people being curious, but just know like we have these weird kind of ideals around respect. And really where it comes from is we just don't have a lot, right? And we just want to take care of what we have. And we really love the ocean. We really love this land, sometimes to our own detriment. So just know that we do operate a little bit different here, and we do have these strong feelings about respect. Like, I'll give you another one. Do not ever stand on a reef. Do not ever get up and stand on a reef. If there's any local people, and I'm not even talking native Hawaiians, I'm talking local people that look just like you but have grown up here on Maui. I mean, they'll probably read you the riot act because that's how much we love our reef, right? So
Hmm.
just kind of we got some interesting little quirks here. I don't know if there's local people watching, but if you can think of a couple yourself, put it down there. We definitely have this tradition of not wanting traffic to back up. So like if I'm making a turn, but I can let you go in front of me, you'll see a lot of that. And that's kind of an aloha thing. But then just know it's also expected. So we'll cut you off, and we'll just go sometimes. So just kind of these, Maui stuff, man. So I thought that'd
Little
be kind of
nuances. So
kind
Johnny,
of
I'm
funky
I'm
to
I'm
introduce.
hearing this a little bit, and I know even some of our clients have reached out kind of sensitively and like, hey man, I don't want to step on any toes. I don't want to do the wrong thing. So what do you
Yeah.
say to those people that are like, oh man, maybe I'm kind of scared now, or can I do that, or should I do that, or do I need to be more careful and cautious? Like, should I just not do anything when I come to the island? Like, what do you say to those people that are, that do have some sensitivity and want to be mindful of some of these things that maybe they don't
Yeah.
know about?
Well, so just kind of, the best thing you can do is like leave how you live at home,
Mm,
because this isn't an extension of where you live. You came here because it's different. There's a
yes.
great saying about Maui. Don't come here to change Maui. Let Maui change you.
Mm,
Right? So that should be the
good.
goal. Is like if you're coming over here to live outright, it shouldn't be to come and live on Maui the way that you did back at home, because that's going to lead
Yeah,
to a lot of disappointment on your end.
sure.
Um,
And
and
stress.
just know that our culture does think differently.
Yeah,
We think in terms of we really do think community minded.
collective. Yeah.
Um, it is. I mean, because we're not a wealthy people, so we take care of each other. That's where community comes from. And it could be really cool. Like, you move into a new neighborhood, bro, we'll drop a bag of mangoes on you. And that's part of that culture over here. So be respectful. Don't try to explain yourself when you get into arguments. That just leads to more anger. Just go, bro, sorry, pow. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Sometimes, like, this need to kind of explain ourselves. I'll tell you what the most annoying phrase is, and I hear it so much. Do you know how much I spent on this vacation? Like, that literally is a response. It's so common. We don't give a shit. We do not give a crap what you spent. Do you know how much I pay to live here? That's my response in my head. So
Mm,
leave that one at home. Nobody cares. We don't care that you're flexing because, again, like, we live here. So what
yeah.
you paid on this vacation, we pay for life. Like, I literally spent $2 on a zucchini and $3 on a crooked neck squash. Dude, they were not even 12 inches long. Like that's my life. I pay it gladly. So that's another one that really starts fights. But back to your question, dude, there is racism here in Hawaii. I've heard it explained that here in Hawaii we're different because we're equally racist, meaning we're also racist against white people. And
Mm,
many white people aren't used to feeling that, although now it does seem to be like the answer to most people's racism now seems to be racism against whites, and that's justified. And I'm half white too, so I don't really subscribe to that. But you know, it's just going to depend on who you're interacting that way, and quite frankly, how they're feeling. Because
mm,
again, you as a tourist make an easy target. So I remember when I would be upset with a day in general, and if I wanted to maybe kind of explode or get that out, I would just look for like, you know, somebody that's a tourist in the water, doesn't know how to surf, and the minute they make a mistake, I would explode on them, man. I mean, just being
mm.
honest, you know. So just yeah, man, like it happens over here, but it isn't everybody. And sadly, you know,
Yep.
it's really the older crew that kind of had more of a bigger understanding of things. And it definitely feels like the younger kind of activist generation, to their own detriment. Like I have this theory that the more we try to stand up for ourselves as a people, the more we lose this thing called aloha. Because aloha really is, it is a giving beyond what's happening right now. It is a constant, right? I
Yeah.
constantly give aloha. That's the only thing that makes it cool. If it's I give aloha when aloha should be given, it just isn't aloha anymore. So that's my
Mm.
little diatribe for the day here, man. Yeah, it's going to happen. Um, but be
Respect.
respectful
I
of
think
it. That's
that's
what it
it.
is.
And
Humble.
I
Be
think
humble.
leave your previous home at home. And because we hear that
Leave
all the
the.
time, right, Johnny, from people who are like,
It
man,
is.
I'm thinking I might want to buy some. Like, I just feel that feeling on Maui, and we've talked about that the last couple of episodes, the last week and the week before. But it's like you're coming to this island for something different, for a different lifestyle, a different vibe, a different pace, a different feeling, a different schedule, like all of those things you're coming for. So no need to try to replicate the highways of California and the speed of in and out and all of these things. Like it's just that's not what you're about. It's not what the
That's
island's
it.
about. It's not what the people are about. The people are not about, and we've talked about kind of the money thing as well, is the locals are not always about money and investments and future thinking and productivity and kind of all these sort of hacking ideas that we see a lot.
The main thing is, Danny, is like we still have these strong hurt feelings from something that happened in 1893,
Hmm.
right? So 1893, literally a group of sugar barons, five of them, got together with the U.S. Marines and they forcibly took over a peaceful nation. They
Mm-hmm.
basically just told our queen, you're done. It's over. We didn't really fight over it. It's just all of a sudden we went from being a sovereign nation that was trying to grow into Western world by emulating how they dressed. The flag looks very similar to the British one for a reason. Our elite wanted to be modern. That's why they took on this different garb. Iolani Palace literally had electricity before the White House. White House was still on gas, right?
Hmm.
But just remember that is what happened to us as Native Hawaiian people. And I can tell you the arguments of that I have in my head. Well, yes, Japan was going to do it. Russia was looking at us. We were just this great piece of real estate. So somebody was going to take over us. That's a fact. But there's also the fact that the United States illegally overthrew a peaceful nation. And a lot of us just can't get beyond that. In my head, I'm like, okay, that was 1893, right? So how many years ago was that? I mean,
More than I can count.
that's it, right? So, I mean, at some point, like if you can't get beyond something, you're stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
So for myself, because of who I am, and I've had a white dad and a Native Hawaiian mother who is really into education and Westernization, I'm in this unique space. So I look at what happened and I try to look at it as, okay, like, how do I not let that hold me back in my life? right? I want to live in Maui. So I get that it's expensive. So therefore, for my children, education is going to be important because this is an expensive place to live. So therefore, you need to find ways to make a living in an expensive place, right? Whereas a lot of my native Hawaiian, culture people, it's more important that we hold on to our culture and we live in a certain style that was reminiscent of an older way. And how do I live this lifestyle in a place that's now so expensive I can't afford it? And how do I keep my kids here to live this culture that's so important to us when it's becoming unaffordable? So, just if you wanted to get an idea as to what's inside of people's heads when they're angry at you or they feel disrespected, this is where it all comes from. 1893.
A lot of things to ponder and think about.
It is.
And
So,
with that,
yeah, let's do the hula.
let's let's help them relax a little bit, eh?
All right. Oh man, that definitely looks like a Frank Stiller pole house if there ever was one. And he built so many of them in the Maui Meadows. And he is 90 years old and he's still building them over in the Big Island, dude.
Wow.
That is a classic pole house. That is great views. That's why you build a pole house so you can get those views.
And you just got to go through a bazillion steps to get down there.
That's yeah.
So
It looks like
4,000
they
square
can't.
feet in Maui
The,
Meadows, started off at 3
yep,
million, down 500,000 in 248 days.
there it is. It's on the half
Seven,
acre. It's got a beautiful pool. It's got the views.
1,700 square foot of lanais. Yeah,
Yep,
I know that guy.
I do too.
So that's that.
That's actually reasonably priced. Here's another one. Mapu can sometimes be a little closer to the road. It's one of the roads that you turn into um, Maui Meadows in. So this one has the advantage, although not as large as the previous one. It does have an ADU or ohana and a pool.
And a
Definitely
view.
looks like, yeah, and there's a view. So it
Oh,
definitely
wow.
looks like we're down a bit from what Kupula was, and we're down now a little bit closer to the bypass, but that affords for some gorgeous views and a little bit closer for you to get over to Monkey Pod Restaurant or Wow Sushi or Peoples and Paws the Pharmacy.
But little smaller square foot. I mean, you got 1,600 square feet less, but started off higher,
Hmm.
3.395. They're also down over 500,000 in 218 days and no takers so far. A little bit
Yep.
bigger Ohana.
Oh, look at that. You got a assumable loan for a VA client. They don't really want you, that offer, though, I'll just tell you right now, because the fact
No.
is it takes over 6 months to assume a loan. So I never know why they lead with that. We've been involved with a deal where we sent the offer and they were basically like, can we just get rid of that? So why do
It's
you
just
even
a
market
pitch.
it?
It
Why do
seems
you
like a
even market
marketing
it?
a marketing scheme more than anything. Just to get you kind of interested, sniffing, and then they'll throw the switcher changer boomerang at you and get you to change.
I'd hold that in my back pocket, man.
Yep.
That's how I deal with that one. But hey, if my
Strategies.
seller told me, dude, I want you to market it this way, I think it's valuable, I'm going to listen because that's part of my fiduciary duty. So here we go in Kihei. I mean, so we're peeling back a little bit, about 150,000 over the last 140 days. I mean, that's a big pool back there. It looks like it
That
has
is.
maybe a little bit of a slide. Looks like they did just add in that kind of big door right there. What is that? Oh, okay. So little funk here, a little bit of a lanai.
Kind of.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. I think now we're down closer to a little bit less than $1,000 a foot. Is this a location play? Where is this guy here? It feels like central, like South Maui Gardens-ish area, Kalama. Nope. This is even a
Just north of
little
Kalama.
further north. There it is. All right.
It's an interesting, I'm not sure how they got their pricing on this.
Nope.
1799, 1.8, very aspirational. The
Yep, they
pool.
threw some money at it in 2024. That's probably what it is.
The
Added some
pool.
funky doors and the pool.
And this
Yep.
funky setup.
Yeah. It's a spa in your own bathroom.
Yeah, I don't
Those
know
bowl
about that.
sinks, you know what those bowl sinks tell me, dude? I'm gonna have water around my groin area every time I brush my teeth. Just gonna shoot all over me.
Aesthetic, but terrible
Yeah,
functionality. So
truth.
lots of
There you go.
aspiration to start the day. Aspiration, aspiration, aspiration. That's why these are all price changes and we see them over and over again. This one, 100 days in. And yeah, here you go. 2,000 square feet in
There it
haiku.
is. Yep. So they shave this off. You're
CPR'd.
buying, there's a main house somewhere on here, and they CPR'd this guy. So you're getting an acre, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Pictures are representative of the space.
On College Street, it feels like
Look
we're
at
getting
that.
close to Hana.
On our way that way.
Sure. That still feels
Interesting.
very, very aspirational to me there, Danny. I mean, I can get myself a main house but I'm not going to be ocean front. So that's the play,
Yeah.
right? It's the ocean front.
This one is how do you price it? Everyone feels the ocean is the aspiration, and I guess that's why they
Hmm.
go with the aspirational price. 2.6, 100 days,
Does
no takers. And then here's where it gets interesting. People will start to ask, what is wrong with my property? Why is it not
mm,
selling?
mm, mm.
The invitation to the dance is not attractive enough for people to dance. That's what it
It.
is, right? There's always a
Yep.
buyer somewhere in the world for every property, pretty much, as long as the dance advertisement is enough for people to check it out.
So in the world of ocean front, 2.6 million on Maui. I mean, I get it. That's what they're trying to get you to move on. You know, I always find it interesting, Danny, with these cliff type houses that are ocean front though. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying, dude? It's always a little different for me, but man, it is definitely ocean front. You're right there. So yeah, looks like a lot
You
of banana
you get the
trees in that
views,
area there
but you're
too.
not really you don't get to interact with the water in a safe manner at all.
Nope.
And it's pretty moody up there on the North Shore. And
There you go.
a Houlihan favorite, 75 days. We've seen this maybe 8 times now.
DJ switched up the first photo though. I like it, man. He's trying to keep it fresh, trying to keep it in front of our eyes.
Down
Yep,
5,000, down 5,000, down 5,000.
trying to hold on to the little chili for the flippy.
Yep. Hasn't got
Still gonna
anyone
make,
dancing yet.
dude. He makes 200-300 grand off of the thing. Hats off, dude. So here we go. Classic upcountry Makawao neighborhood home, 0.22 acres, but this is Unit C. So there are three other structures involved in this little bit of a compound. You're looking at 1,268 square feet, three bedrooms, 1.5 bath, 1,050,000, start out at 1,075,000. They're probably wondering, why is this thing not selling? Because that's good birch for the money, man. Seller's offering a
Seems
credit at $10,000. All right.
big credit. Show them where this is.
Yep. So there you go. It's that first little road right as you come in. I've been off it. I've taken photos there of Ikea Place. You see how each one of those is one of these three packs. So full on strategy, man. If you could have bought all four of them, your strategy is I buy the whole 4 pack, I CPR it with my real estate attorney and architect buddy. I then go in and do rehab if necessary, and I sell each one off. Hopefully, I make a profit. That is how it is done.
This is their CPR right here,
That's
breaking it
it,
down.
man.
And so you can see some of the other ones have broken down already, right? Nearby.
That's right. And I'm sure this one is too, because they're just selling off C, right? So you got a little flag lot. You come down there. Um,
Yeah. So this one
Potential
next
argument
door is
that,
still the whole
yep,
thing. This
yep.
one's been split.
The question is, what are they going to do in front of me? And that's where I can't really give you an answer. Not sure. Somebody owns that dirt. It's a lot of mahi pono being farms all around it there too.
Yeah,
So
oh, there
anyway,
is.
yep.
Nothing's happening here at the moment. Might not happen,
Nope.
but could happen. But right now you
That's
get a
the
nice view.
question.
I mean, this is it's a nice living
It is.
up country. Hot.
It is.
You're not quite high enough to really cool down, so it's gonna be hot.
So
This one again.
Kahale Street. Yep. This one, dude, they literally just bought in January.
Yep.
So
This is flip.
kind of a little flippy flip. Interesting time to flippy flip. So, yep.
Paid 1.4 for it.
I mean, just trying to make what, 50, 60 grand out of it? I don't get the strat there. Maybe they're just afraid to hold on to it. But anyway, that's a
Squeezing.
scoopy there. I
Squeezing.
know. I
Picturesque.
know it. I know it doesn't look like 5 milli, but it is.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Looks like a
postcard.
ranch house. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot of square, 2,000 square
Postcard.
feet. You got a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. You're on
Natural
two
swimming pool.
acres. Yep. You're
It's a
at the door of
vibe for
Faith
sure.
Road. Click
This
through
is
some
for
of the
someone.
photos, man. I want to see.
This this is for
Oh, there you
someone.
go. Look at how deceptive
Compound.
that was from the first picture, though, right?
Yeah.
You're like, what? And then now you're like, oh, I get it.
And now
There it
and then you
is.
third picture, you're
There it
like, oh,
is.
okay, this is
So you're
like
like, oh my God, it's like a retreat. Yes,
I'm
it
buying a
is.
farm.
Yeah. It's in Huelo. So on your way to Hana. Haiku action. Oh, fully gated. I don't know, dude. I might switch up that front photo personally.
I think so. You gotta. It just feels
I'd go
insignificant.
aerial or something. You know what I mean? Like if you're going for the impact of like I'm ocean front, but
Choices, choices. We all get them,
that's
and
it.
we all make different ones.
There you go. But that's the Scoopy there. Okay. Kai Street. We're already peeling 19 days in. Okie dokie. Artichoke.
Not too much to say about that. Just peeling.
That, yep. This one here, I've been in it. I love Holly Royale. That's still a lot of money for a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. I mean, I get the square footage. I do like Holly Royale, but now those fees 1,700. Yeah, I don't want to pay
Down to
that.
10K in a couple weeks. Might be motivated. We'll see.
Yeah. Got some ACs in there though, so they did do some things. Here's another one, classic. 2 bedroom, 1 bath though. You know,
It's a really small house.
it is, man. 1,005 feet. Whoa, needs some work.
Yep.
I see I see eight low eights, high sevens in your future, but that's just me.
Yeah. I mean, that would move it quickly, right?
It
Condition,
would.
location,
Yeah.
house size,
Well, the problem
layout.
is I know Maka Wow, dude, and I would expect that to be a 3 bedroom house for that
Yes,
price.
absolutely.
Now, granted, I'm 87 feet, so I'm over 7,500. So depending on where this one house is, I could develop it. But yeah, my starting point there seems like a lot. Very original. Wow. I don't
Yeah,
even know
you
where I put the Ohanas. Maybe one
squeeze
right
something on the
there.
side here, maybe. I don't know.
Two.
We
Yeah.
will see. But you're 900 just for the entry price.
So,
Kihei
dude, Kihei
Shores.
Shores, 495. I still feel like this has some room,
Yeah.
especially when we see the one that they listed for a 1 bedroom now.
And I mean,
But
it's
it does have a jacuzzi. The location is amazing. Like it is at the doorstep of Wailea. Camp Third Beach is amazing. Kiabakapu, very close by as well. But yeah, Kia Shores is funky in terms of its setup. The location is the best thing it's got going for it. The second best thing is it just has a jacuzzi. Here we go. Very aspirational at Kamani.
wow.
You're not buying both of those duplexes. You're buying one. It does have a yard. So that is some of the fun things there.
Like, where did they
Um,
even get the price, Johnny?
yeah, because they're looking at the square footage, and Joanne knows what she's doing. She's pricing compared to the square footage of a standalone in there. But yeah, man, I don't think,
This is Brandon's hood.
yeah, man, I'm not seeing it, dude. We
We're
set
the
the bar
highest
there.
sale at 960. This is 200,000 over us.
Yep.
I don't
Now,
get it.
what's interesting is like, so keep going through the photos there. Only 8 of them, so we can
Yeah, they
go
didn't give
through.
us much.
Yeah, I wanted to see though, because they're all 2 stories. So this is one of those setups where, like, the 2 story is in the back, right? So you
Yeah,
pull into your
there's a
garage
downstairs.
there, and then you have your yard, no berm, because you're on that other side there.
So street level, and then you come down and you have a walkout basement, basically,
That's it. It's
which they
just how
don't
we build
show
over here.
for some reason.
Well,
In a
the 8
hurry to get it
pictures.
out there. In a
Yep.
hurry to get it out there, I guess. So
Yep. Yep.
push it.
Give them
But
some. She's looking for feedback so she could drop that price. I promise you.
whew,
Oh, Maui Meadows. Here we go again. So, I mean, in the world of Maui Meadows, like I've seen where, why they're pricing this way. That's 700 feet. You're buying 0.63 acres. You could definitely drop your main house on there, but this gives you your start. A little bit of a Scotia of a view there. So, yeah, I I mean, kind of in the price range where maybe you get an offer. I'm not sure though. Outside laundry and all that. Hmm, okay.
I
That was a no Hana.
so curious. What was the original plan on this thing?
Well, no. Show
Like,
show the aerial. Hit the aerial. Let's see how it sits on the lot. Curious there. The map. I'm sorry. Go map. Oh, there you
mm,
go. Okay. So I got plenty of room to build my main house or what else.
I guess your main house is here.
That's it. It's always interesting when my Ohana's behind. I find that I mean, it's common. I've seen it a lot
Yeah.
there, but yeah,
Like,
not
I
the
think you
ideal.
want
That
you want the
that would have been
Ohana
my main.
here and put the
That would have been
main
my
here.
main house there, absolutely all day
Because you're gonna
long.
look at the Ohana every day from your lanai. Interesting choices. But this was built in 91
Yep.
like this, and they haven't done anything to it since.
Nope.
And it's kind of shows.
Man, just pushing the envelope of Conopoli Shores here. So they rehabbed it in 2022. I mean, do I have a killer view? Looks like the
Mm,
same old Aston furniture package.
let's see if they'll give us a view.
834. That seems like a lot of chili, dude.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, backside. So right between
Look.
Papakea. Yeah, I don't see that at all.
Nope.
1352 for maintenance fees. Guys, just know Contemplate Shores, that does include your electricity. Kula Glen, 5 bedroom, 4 bath, 3,401 square feet on 2 acres. That feels like a deal for Kula, dude.
It's a lot of property. A
It
lot
really is.
of square
Yep.
footage. Interesting
Yep.
house.
Indeed. But that's Kula for you.
It's a vibe, man. That is
Yep.
cool life.
That's it, man. Big master or primary bedroom situation.
Loft space. Got a lot to work with on that one.
Indeed.
I look you hit
So this one
shores.
here, dude, 399 started to get there. We've talked about this where 1 bedrooms are headed for residential. So yeah, definitely don't like that carpet there. A101. So I am definitely on the basement.
Yeah.
So is that other one. That's always interesting, dude. It's just so dark down there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of like single woman scary kind dark. You know what I'm saying? Like you'd
Sure
want to
is.
have your ring. Now, granted, the good thing is once you get out there, you can go outside, you can have that space there. You don't really have like a true lanai, if you would, for that downstairs area, but this one looks like it kind of does.
A little bit. Something.
Something's there.
But yeah,
But
pretty
man,
original. 399.
399. I think
I
that's
think it
more like
goes lower.
325, but
Yeah,
perhaps
that's
in
what I
the
was thinking.
range. You got some cash, man. We can make that happen there. Kihei Kainani. So we are hotel zoned here. And we have breached the 700,000 average for a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. So even seeing room in the hotel zone space.
Yep, coming down.
Mhm.
Coming down. Lots of aspiration today, though.
All righty. So this is
Couple
what's
of
moving.
benders.
11 days. Here you go. 1,650,000. You're on half an acre in Kula. That's why I was saying that one for 3,400 square feet on 2 acres for two and change feels like a deal compared to this here. So yeah, somebody fell in love and boom, they're gonna make that their home.
Nice looking house.
Yep.
Nice lanai.
Here we go. 7 days in, 977 up in Makawao. So that's why my comment on that 2 bedroom, 1 bath, right, for the same amount of money. Didn't really see it. And this is why. I'm on a quarter acre here. Definitely looks like I've got some room to do the Ohana. And when I look like grandma's house, you got to price it like grandma's house.
And they did. And that one moved.
Yep, there it is. Okay, big boy
Montage.
montage. Man, yeah, I can handle the 8 grand in maintenance fees, no problem. Oh, ocean front,
Front
downstairs
row.
unit. Yes, sir. Dude, I mean they had to lay off some people because tourism's so bad at the Montage. Nobody wants to drop 7 grand a night for hotel rooms these days. Well,
Hmm.
granted, also what hurt them is, dude, they've been doing all the spalling repairs. Wealthy people are like, no, I'll wait till you're done, dude. I don't want your
Yeah.
deal, your construction deal. Pass.
Go somewhere else.
But I'll buy this one. Here's the rare starting to move on Maui once again, and luxury.
I mean, that's a beautiful unit.
That's good stuff right there, Bubba.
Good
Right,
living.
looking right there, Kapalua Bay. Here we go, 15 acres with water. That sells. Took them over a year, but
Yeah. A little over edit on the pictures. You see how fake that looks?
I do. I do.
Trying hard. It's a lot of acres.
Got a nice flat spot to build it, whereas that one for under a million, you're gonna have to move out a lot of stuff. This one, dude, I mean, for Wailea Kialoa, they got some action, man. I mean, to get an offer, well done. Built in 2015, so that's a new build-ish for Maui.
Newish
Beautiful
build,
pool
yep.
space. Yeah. So
Yeah, it looks pretty modern. Doesn't look like it needs
yeah,
anything. So move in,
it
off you go.
looked like maybe it was a single level, so that could be it too. Here we go, Kealani, brand new build. That could be a two-story. We don't know. We like to, like we told you, it may drop off into your backyard. But yeah, developer sale in escrow.
And only one sale so far today, Johnny.
A
Could
la
be
Copper Place. I thought it
slow
was, well,
agents.
so, and then this one, dude, sold off market, man.
Yeah.
So this is across the street from the one house that's on the ocean in Sprecklesville. Sprecklesville is probably arguably the one of the best addresses in all of the North Shore. You've got some heavy hitters that live in there. You've got some big lots. It's where the country club is located. Beautiful beaches. So yeah, this gives you an idea. Single family home, 4 bedroom, 5 bath, 2,100 square feet. What's the attached Ohana? Add to my bed and bath count, Danny. So another one
One.
bedroom. So that's the Scoopy there, gang. 3.5 million is what it costs you to live across the street with no view in Sprecklesville.
That's all we got for today.
Yo,
Be
ahui
prepared
ho.
for some updates on Wednesday and Friday around the Minatoya.
Yep.
Respect is key in Hawaii. And until next time, hahui ho.
Aloha, everybody.